What kind of golfer are you? I asked that question last week. Are you a sprinter or are you a marathoner? We want to know the answer to that question so we can fine tune and create a better program for you. But I want to elaborate and go a little bit deeper this week. And it really comes down to letting you know that whether you are a sprinter or a marathoner, we can continue to adapt and make your training, get you stronger, get you faster, to get you closer to being more of that faster player, that sprinter, marathoner, that sprinter or that jumper or that guy that always seems to be very quick in those first few steps, right? Someone that seems to be more bouncy, more springy, some might say more athletic. When you look at an athlete and you're looking at an individual saying, wow, they've always been so quick, or they've always been fast, they've always been able to jump high, right? For those guys that maybe haven't always been able to jump high, always haven't had a quick first step, guess what? We can train and develop those principles to allow you to be better at them. So this morning, I want to talk about that a little bit for you today and kind of talk about how we develop that with our athletes. We're always going to work on getting our athletes moving a little bit better for our adults, even for our kiddos, the same way, right? If you have any areas that are tighter, we're always going to work on that. But how can we help take our guys that are typically a little bit more slow, and especially the guys that are slower and stronger, right? So you're able to move some pretty good weight compared to your body size and weight, but you're not always been a fast guy. Well, guess what? We have to do things quickly. We have to give you the right rest ratios to do it. So what does that mean? For our athletes, 40 and older, and even 30, really, age doesn't make too big a difference. The only difference is we'll change the exercises based on your age and your body, knees, hips, and back in terms of what you tolerate. But we've got to do more things explosively. Even with certain weights, we've got to do things more explosively. So if we're doing dumbbell bench press, we got to get used to moving those dumbbells quicker. We're going to measure that. If we are working on getting up and down, jumping higher, we've got to do some things with some jumps to make you jump higher when you're not weighing as much, using some bands to deload you. We've got to use some jumps with some dumbbells to do that and find that balance of getting you to move as quickly as possible. We got to give you more rest to make sure that you are, each time you're getting through your jumps, you're getting max effort and getting it, keeping the speed up so that we're not doing 8, 10, 12, 15 jumps in a row. That is no good for you as a general rule. When we're doing our med ball work, same principles. We want you to move as quickly as I can. The intent has to be super high. We have to do so much in our power to get you to work and be faster, because it is a bit of a harder game to get someone that's been always slow to be really fast. We have to kind of work you up the ladder and progress you, as well as work on the other things that may be slowing down your sequence or some other inefficiencies, right? If we're just talking about how do we get you to be the guy that's always been not jumping as high, not moving as quick, not sprinting as fast, our goal is to put more fast things in your program, and you have to do them at a high intensity with high effort, and you'll see that needle start to move. A guy in the 30s will make that jump a little bit quicker than a guy in his 70s. But regardless, each decade of the way, we're going to be able to make progress, make improvement to get you to be more of a sprinter, which gets you to put more speed into this thing, which almost all of us likes, and we'll do it in a way that keeps you healthy. So there you go. If you feel like you're more of a marathoner, your goal is to, on your own, do some exercises that make you move faster. I would always encourage you to work with a professional where we can measure that speed, make sure you're moving at the right speed to maximize your gains, and then we're doing so safely in regards to your shoulders, your back, your hips, your knees, you name it. If you're working with us, you're already doing some of those things. If you're not and you're interested, always please reach out, give us a comment, ask questions. We want to be able to help you, and want to help more golfers in Southeastern Mass and Massachusetts in general play well and feel good doing so.